Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. This is Jason bringing you today's episode. This one's probably going to be a quick one because the strategy that I want to talk about is super simple. Really simple. It's one that I'd stumbled across 3 or 4 years ago actually, and I thought it was interesting. I never played it. Not really a fan of that side, although I have played the dark side in the past. But it seemed like it was gonna be difficult for me to not keep track of it. It was going to be difficult for me to stay disciplined enough to play it. So this definitely takes a little bit of discipline because at a certain point I start getting bored and getting aggressive. So as I mentioned, it's a don't strategy. Okay. So you can lay if you choose. I do not. So let's start with 10. I was going to bump it up to 25. Let's start with 10. Right? Like any other strategy, you got to have an exit strategy. You know, what is your goal? How much do you want to win? Right? I would say you buy in for a few hundred, you're trying to win $100 and then walk away. Okay. Sorry for the difference in sound, guys. Had to go to the backup camera because I need to completely overhaul my original used camera I bought a couple years ago and the entire sound system to get rid of that hissing sound. So apologize if this is a little bit odd. And don't forget to join our Discord channel. It's down below. The link is down below. Sorry, not the Discord channel. So with this particular don't strategy, it is a martingale, which we have talked about on plenty of other videos about how martingales are terrible strategies. But this particular one is an interesting martingale because it's I guess the best way I could put it is an individual martingale in a way. You don't want to play this on a dead table. You don't want to be the only player. You also don't want to play this on a table that only has, say, 1 or 2 other players. You want to play this on a relatively full table, right? And then you need to keep track as best you can, because you're going to martingale each player. You are not going to martingale your bet. You're going to martingale each player. You're only going to make 1 bet per player. So for instance, you've got your first player, you do your don't pass. Say they roll a winner 7, right? So you lose here, you sit out. You sit out and you wait till the next shooter. Say they roll like an ace deuce or something, so you win. So you put your chips up on your rack. You treat it just like any other player that you're starting off with. You just continue to start off with your basic bet. Once there's a point, win or lose, you'll be done with the shooter, correct? Because if you win, that means you're moving on to the next shooter. If you lose, that means they rolled a winner, and just like if they rolled a winner before you even have a point, you sit out. You wait till the next shooter. That does not mean you're not going to play this player again. It just means you're not going to play this player again this roll. This particular strategy is really based around the fact that there's no such thing as a good shooter, right? Somebody has a good roll, but their very next roll might not be. People are not likely to have, every time they go up and roll the dice, they're going to have a good to great roll. It's just not likely to happen. So that's what this strategy is based around. Right, so win or lose, you go to your next player. You place your $10 don't pass. Don't forget to check out the online casino I finally found for you guys. The links are down below to some sign-up specials, free money, low limits, roulette, craps, live dealers, sportsbook. Great way to practice your strategies and stuff like that. So you move on to your next player. Again, you're only going to play them 1 time. If that wins, then you can keep going. Basically, you're going to lose. Well, if it wins on the come out roll, you're going to keep going. If it wins after the point is set, you're done. You move on to the next shooter. So what do you do if you lose? Let's say you lost that first one, winner 7 or whatever. Now you go around the table playing win some, lose some, win some, lose some, till you get back to that same shooter, the one that threw a winner the last time they shot. Well, again, this is a martingale, so now you double your bet. You do $20. Same thing, you're only looking to hit once. Now, should you happen to win, say they roll aces on the come-out roll, so you're going to get paid your $20, and then you're going to drop down to a $10 bet because you've surpassed your martingale. You went ahead and won, so now you can just drop back down to your basic bet. Now, should you happen to lose again, then you sit it out, and then the next time, do an $80 don't pass just on that player, not the next shooter, that particular player. This strategy is basically you're doing a martingale to each individual player, not to the table itself. That's what makes this one different. Honestly, I kind of like this strategy. I'm not saying I'd play it because I would get frustrated. I would get bored. I can't have just that bet. I'd have place bets and I'm pressing, and you know, I play the game for fun. But you could certainly play this game, this strategy, look for say 10 wins, $100, and then walk away. And I can see this as a very, very viable strategy. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, just plain fun. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.
Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.